Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, hello again. And today I have a makeup video for you. Woo! Try not to be too jealous of my dance moves. Okay, so today I'm doing a makeup video. I've been sick all week and I did not think I was going to get a video out this week. But today's Thursday and I started feeling better. So I'm doing it. Today I'm feeling a little bit better, so I decided I would do a video, but I wanted to do a makeup video. And this will be going up on Boxing Day, so I thought, skip the Christmas stuff. Let's move on to New Year's. Now, something I've always wanted to try is a cut crease, but I have hooded eyes. I don't know if you can see. Hoods makes all the fun makeup stuff a little bit more difficult. I just burped. Anyway, makes it more difficult. But one of the YouTubers I follow, Angela Bright, if you're not following Angela Bright, go to her channel now and subscribe. While you're at it, subscribe to my channel and like this video because I said so. Anyway, Angela Bright has hooded eyes, not quite as hooded as mine, and her eyes are slightly different shape, but she is very, very good at eye makeup. And she has put up a video a little while ago, like back in 2018, on how to do a cut crease on hooded eyes. So I wanted to give it a try. I don't know how it's gonna go because I have never done it before, and honestly I'm good at doing like one type of eye makeup. Maybe two, and that's about it. I'm not very adventurous, although I wish I was. So that's why I'm doing this today. And I bought this new fun lipstick that I wanted to try as well. I got it from Priceline last week on sale. It was like $3 or $5 or something. It's a Makeup Revolution London product. It's a metallic lip kit. So when but New Year's can you wear metallic lipstick and look totally normal? So I'm gonna try that out, and if it works, maybe I'll do it on New Year's Eve this year, because I actually am doing something, because I live in a country where I'm allowed to. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I'm so sorry everyone that's in lockdown all over the world. Like, it's honestly so sucky. But I live in Queensland, Australia, where we've been pretty tough, and we had it under control for a long time. Sorry, I've got mad voice. We've had it under control for a while. Some of our neighboring states, not so much, but we tend to be okay. And yes, I got tested for COVID this week for the 5th time, and I do not have COVID. I have a cold. Excellent. Just in time for Christmas. Anyway, I'm gonna do my base either off camera, or I'm gonna go through it like real quick, like make it like super speedy so that you don't really have to watch it, because I feel like I'm never gonna shut up and I don't want this video to be like 40 minutes long. So I'm just gonna really quickly do that, and I'm gonna focus on the eyes because I feel like it's gonna take me a long time. Okay, let's get into it. Also, just a heads up, it is like 5:50 in the afternoon. The sun will start going down soon, so if the lighting changes, well, that'll be why. And I'm in my study. My husband's listening to music outside, so if there's any background noise, I'm sorry. I also live on a main road, so cool. All right, let's get into it. Real quick sidebar. I'm using this Rimmel Match Perfection makeup that I also got in a $5 bin. It's got SPF in it and it smells like sunscreen, but it comes out really dark and it pats on really quite light. I don't like the way it smells, but it's really not a bad foundation. If anyone's looking for something cheap that's alright, this and the Maybelline ones tend to be pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to singing along to my songs and doing my base. I'm going to use a new brow, let me say those words again. I'm going to use a new brow palette today as well. The e.l.f. one that I picked up from Kmart, because I've never used it before. I'm literally going to take this off, all of this off the minute I finish, because I'm not doing anything tonight. I'm sick, I'm not allowed to go anywhere. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing, so don't make fun of me. And continue. So I just watched a YouTube video on how to do it. So it looks like I'm going to use the brush that comes with it, which is terrible, but you fill it in with the gel and underline and everything, and then use the brow on top, the powder on top. Okay, I'm going to do that now. Does anyone else feel like once your brows are done, like everything just comes together? I just feel better when I have my brows done. I could just walk around with no makeup on and my brows done. I feel so much better. Yeah, this makeup look, is it the lighting though that makes me look really pale, or is it the makeup? Because in my mirror, I don't look as pale. But in this light, I look like a ghost. Whatever, let's warm me up a little bit. I don't want to look quite this dead. I got a new highlighter too from Models Prefer. I went into Priceline, there was all this stuff on sale, so I just bought it. It's the shade Halo. And it's just so pretty. Just look at that, isn't that beautiful? I don't have a lot of I have a lot of highlighters. They're all crap, honestly. And sorry, that's my chair. And I'm looking for something that is like, I'm gonna swatch this and show you. Like, look at that. Like if I am gonna wear a highlighter, I wanna look like a freaking moon. I don't know what that was. I don't know. So I'll use my crappy Shein brush and try and shock the world with my cheekbones. That's pretty nice. Why can't I see this side? Is it the lighting? Man, maybe I'm just not destined to be shiny. Oh yeah, there it is. Excellent. It's pretty nice. I've got it for $6, so I'm not gonna knock it for $6. Yup. Is that it? Is that my base? I forgot to put primer on. Coming straight off, it doesn't matter. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Now we're gonna do this cut crease. So the palette I'm gonna use today is the Colourpop Going Coconuts palette. Angela uses the Natasha Denona one, I think. Jaclyn Hill. She uses the Morphe Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. For hers, I don't have that, so I'm using this palette, which is beautiful. And it has similar colors. It's not the same, but basically she's doing like a brown. I thought that the Colourpop palette just didn't have a mirror. It had, oh man. It has a mirror. It has a mirror. Anyway, basically it's a neutrals look with a cut crease and glitter. Or shimmer, more than glitter. So, I'm just gonna... If I zoom you in, then you're... Is that okay? Can you see me? I need to pluck my eyebrows. Okay. So I'm just gonna like watch bits of her video and then do them. Jump Hill palette, just because I know so many of us. Okay, so she takes a transition shade and she takes it above her crease into her brow bone area, because essentially with a cut crease you're creating a... Sorry, my camera stopped recording. And my mum came home with the dog. She took the dog for a walk. So she puts her transition shade, she's creating a crease above her natural crease and bringing it up into like the brow bone. So we can do that. I don't have the right brushes, like I'm not gonna lie. She has really beautiful, lovely, expensive Sigma brushes, which I would love, by the way. One day I'm gonna treat myself to some Sigma brushes. But for the moment we're gonna have to make do with my eclectic collection. So I'll start with this Nude by Nature crease brush, and I'm gonna take the shade Lovely Bunch. Ooh, Lovely Bunch. It's a little bit dark for a transition shade, but I don't care. And we're just gonna build slowly. This brush is way too thick for this, but you get the idea, right? It's not gonna be perfect, it's gonna be okay though. Right? Everything always creases right in here for me, it's so annoying. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. It's because I have a big, thick, nasty brush, this hasn't worked quite the way it works for her. But it'll be fine. She has all these really tiny little crease brushes. I only have one of those and I need it for a later step, so it's okay. It's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do the other eye quickly and then I will move on to the next step. Look at these eyebrow hairs. Okay. Okay. So that's my transition shade done. Look at me, I'm using words like I know what I'm talking about. I absolutely don't. Yes, that is step one. Now don't worry about your lid at the moment. Don't worry about your actual crease at the moment because we will get there. At the moment you're making a new one. This is the way you need to be thinking. And honestly, whenever you're doing makeup for hooded eyes, you're making a new crease. Because if you use your own, you'll never see it unless you look down the entire night. So you're always going to be working above your natural crease anyway if you've got hooded eyes. Just something to remember. And I'm just going to go in back and forth motions to distribute the color. Okay, next thing she does is do the exact same thing with a slightly darker shade. So I'm going to go in with Cocolada, which is a slightly darker brown, which is fun. I've just realized I've been using this like big ungainly mirror. I can just use the mirror that I found on this. I've switched sides, guys. So I'm just deepening this new crease that we've made. This would look a lot better if I was using a smaller crease brush. That technique. Oh my god. I hope Angela never watches this. She'll be like, what the hell are you doing? This looks a lot worse in person than it does on the camera. But this is why we practice, right? When it doesn't mean anything. I really like the shape of this eyebrow. This one's a bit more round. This one's got a bit of a kick to it, you know? I hope you can't hear Morgan's music because I don't want to get copyright infringements. I have been listening to HOODED all afternoon. She's amazing. Her band is super cool. I've seen them live and they are just the best. So I highly recommend them. Morgan is listening to Phoebe Bridgers. I brought this side up too high. It's very close to my eyebrow, but whatever. Whatever! As Bailey Sarian would say, it's makeup, it washes off. That'll do. Next step. I'm pretty sure she just does this again with a deeper color. Alright, I was right. She just takes a darker brown again. I'm going to use a smaller brush this time. I should have been using this from the beginning. I'm going to use Nutty because she said use a darker brown, and this is the only brown that's darker. Really? Except for the shimmers. Well, we're not up to the shimmers yet. So this is going to be quite dark. If you have a slightly lighter brown, this will probably go a little bit better, but this will be fine. Find your new crease and create it. Like a half moon kind of shape. I did the initial strokes with my eyes open, like fully open where I wanted it, and then I kind of close them a bit so I can blend a little bit easier. It looks so different on camera than it does in the mirror. Like on camera it's almost like really patchy, but in the mirror it looks really well blended. Isn't that weird? Okay. And then she just kind of like took a fluffy brush. So I'm just gonna use that first one that I was using just to blend out the edges a little bit. Because it already has that lighter color on it, so it should help kind of diffuse it a little bit. Why is it doing weird stuff on camera? Well, it'll be fine, I'll fix it, don't worry. I took it out really far, I think that might be the problem. Let's see the next step. All right, and now we do the outer corner. So we're just packing it on here. And bringing it up to our fake crease. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Probably not. She's so much better at this than I am. Can you kind of see how my crease looks higher on this eye than it does on this eye? I'm doing a better job on this eye. One thing I've learned today is I need a lot more practice. Oh sh! I don't have as much lid space as like between my eyebrow and my crease as she does either. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit and put Lovely Bunch just on top of everything. Like right under along my brow bone a little bit. That was my transition jade, and I've taken this way too high. Learn from me, children, learn from me. All right. It'll do. Next step. God, this looks so much better. On the inner corner. And then she takes Lovely Bunch on the inner corner. Just because I haven't quite destroyed my face enough. I'm just gonna make it worse, BRB. Just taking it up to my fake crease and trying to blend it in. We're about to put concealer on the middle of my eyelid, so. Oh, that actually looks way better now. I'm gonna start using this eye as the eye I test everything out with, and then do this one later, because I find it easier to show the camera this side. Probably because I'm a lefty, maybe? I don't know. This legitimately doesn't look as bad in the mirror as it does on camera. It looks disgusting on camera, but honestly in my mirror it's kind of cute. How depressing. Next step. So I accidentally already did the next step, which was to connect this bit and this bit with the fake crease. Already did it. Badly. And I'm gonna take that little blending brush. Next step is to blend. As always. Blend, blend, blend. Because she's used smaller brushes than me to begin with, hers was so much more, everything was more precise and fine. And mine's just all kind of lumped together in this big mess. So I think you really do need the small brushes for this. I don't think I was fully prepared. And I should probably get a proper eye brush kit. I mean, I know I got that one from Shein. I haven't used them yet, except for this one that fell apart. Because they're kind of all sticky, which freaks me out because I've washed them, but they're still sticky. I just find it concerning. So, hot tip. Use better brushes than I have. I mean, they're not bad brushes, but they're just not the right brushes for this task. So I think you really need better brushes. I feel like people without hooded eyes can kind of get away with things a little more because they have more room to play with, whereas we're trying to create room when you have hooded eyes. It just requires a little bit more finesse, something that I'm obviously not quite on top of. All right, that'll do. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, so she suggests using a liquid concealer for the actual cut crease, because that's the bit we're up to now. We're actually cutting the crease. So I'm just going to use the normal concealer that I use, the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer. And I've just got a little tiny lip brush. This is the smallest brush I have. Hello? Are you done?
Yeah.
Can you just close this door for me? Hey, sweetie. Hello.
Let the rest of the house hang around.
Yeah. Good boy. God, he's here. It's okay. God, he's here. Good boy. Drop. Oh, I know. Drop. Oh, watch it. Drop. That took a really long time. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer on my brush. That might not be enough, but that's okay. Now her hot tip is to put the concealer on your crease, like your natural crease, and let it transfer so you know where it's going to go up to, and then you just want to go a little bit higher than that, essentially. So I'm going to do that here. See, I've just put it in the center of my lid. And now I'm just going to look up. And it's transferred a little. Oh my god, I did it. I did it too high. I did it too high, but I did it. I'm just gonna do the other eye super quick. They're a bit uneven, but you get the idea, right? Whatever, I look like a crazy person. I should just leave it like this. This is wonderful. Okay, I've done my cut. Your eyes are gonna look, you're gonna look like a clown. You wanna keep it in the middle. I know these aren't even. I'm fully aware. You should try and make yours a little more even than I have. But remember, your eyes are also not even shapes. They are never gonna be the same shape, and that's okay. It's your daily reminder that you're not even. No one is even. And you're perfect just the way you are. Next step. All right, now we put the shimmer shade on. And it should hold the concealer should hold, yeah. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'm actually going to use Cocoa Crush. It's a little bit purpley. I love this shade. It's my favorite shade in the whole palette, I think. And I'm just using another little brush. And I'm just going to pack it on top of the concealer. Something I've noticed with Colourpop shimmers is that they don't really work very well with a brush. There we go. I got like a lot on the brush and then it starts to work. I normally use my finger, but I just wanted to be a little bit more precise today. Because normally I just cover my entire lid in shimmer and just call it a day. Which is pretty easy to do. That looks pretty fun. So this side, I didn't have as much concealer on, and it's less in your face than this side. Next up. Alright, and now we're gonna blend the shades together because this is obviously extremely insane. Yeah, no. I tried to put the darkest color there. You don't want the darkest one, you want that mid color. Whatever mid color it was that you used, that's the one you want to blend with. My base is already cracking. Look at these lines here. I always crack around there. Does anyone know how to stop that from happening? Do I just need to bake more? Or do you have any specific products that you use, like primers or something like that? I always forget. I forgot to put primer on today and I'm sure that has something to do with it. Oh, so I got some great news today. If you follow me on Instagram and you look at my stories, then you already know. But months and months ago, like in August, September, no, it was August, I applied for my Masters of Secondary Education. I want to be a high school teacher, essentially. And I knew I wasn't going to find out till December. So I had to wait 4 months. I can't count to 4 on my own. I had to wait 4 months. And I found out today and I got in. Yay! I kind of knew I was going to get in because I've been talking to the admissions people the entire time. But it's nice to know, like it was weighing on my mind a little bit, you know? God, that's so annoying. Why is it so bad on camera? Screw it. So I got in and I was able to start enrolling today, and it bugged out on like the second step. So, excellent. Thank you. So IT are trying to fix it. They're like, try clearing your cache and doing it again because our system said it's working. I'm like, cool. It's not. It's not working, Griffith. So we'll see what I'm assuming they won't respond until tomorrow. Let me check my email. Okay, next step. I already remember what it is, but I'm just gonna double check. So we're gonna accentuate the crease, essentially. So we're gonna get another little flat brush. I think I might be out of little flat brushes. Little flat brushes. This isn't as little or as flat as I would like. It's a bit chunky, but it's fine. You're basically wanting to go on top of your cut crease that you've created and deepen the darkest shade there to accentuate your fake crease that you've just made. So I'm just gonna put this shade Nutty on the tip. Just the tip. And just really carefully see how thick this is? That did not go as planned. It's not what I wanted. I'm gonna use the brush I use with the shiny shade and try it because this one's so tiny, and try that. You don't want a lot, obviously. Don't do what I did and use too much and too thick a brush. Trying to make it seem like I did this mess on purpose and it's getting worse. This is what I wanted and this is what I did on this side. That's a mess. That's much nicer. Why is this sticking so badly? I've got this like line I drew by accident and I can't blend it out. See, I brought it up way too high. It's so close to my eyebrows. It's ridiculous. I'm not gonna bring this up this high next time. For obvious reasons, because I look like a clown. So the concealer brush I used to cut my crease, I'm just putting some of that transition shade on it and just trying to undo some of this. And then I'll redo. Oh, you know what? That's where those hairs are. Those hairs I was making fun of for not plucking. This is going right over the top of them, which is not helping. Angela, I'm so sorry, I'm ruining your video. Alright, lower lash line, I can do this. So I'm just gonna use that first blending brush and use that transition shade. This is gonna be too big as well. I look like a crazy person. I'm just gonna use this tiny brush that had nutty on it and hope for the best. So Lovely Bunch, the transition shade, all the way along the lash line, connecting to your wing that you've made. Ugh. Like, don't get yourself in the eye with this like I just did. And then you just do that second shade, which in this case is Cocoa Lada. I think that's it. Just gonna curl my lashes and put some mascara on and I'll be right back. Alright, lashes are done. I just used Maybelline's Falsies Lash Lift. It's a pretty good mascara. It's pretty cheap, so it's not one of the XE brands, so you know, you can use it. Anyway, before my battery runs out, let's quickly do this lipstick duo. So it comes with a liner and a lipstick. Ooh. I swatched a lipstick the other day, but I haven't opened the liner yet. I'm really excited for this liner because it's a brown liner. I'm falling in love with brown lipsticks. I'm gonna look like dirt at the end of this with my brown eyeshadow, brown lipstick. I stabbed myself in the eye before and I will need to rub it. Look, I was looking at myself in the bathroom because I went to the toilet. In person, this looks a lot better than it does on camera, but it's still pretty nasty. But I can see where I was going with it. And this is my first time ever doing this. It's not too bad. I definitely need to practice. I don't think I would go out like this. But maybe I would. I don't know. Anyway, lips. So I finally got the lid off this lip liner, and I thought it was going to be a brown lip liner, but it's a sparkly brown lip liner. Can you see it shimmering? I can. It's almost like gold. So I'm just going to put that on. Oh, I overlined a bit much, that's alright. It's not very pigmented. It's just kind of shiny. Like, you have to really build her up to get any kind of pigment. Okay. I think I've spent enough time building that up. Now that I've used it a little bit, like, it's easy, it kind of glides on a bit more. I look crazy, this is fantastic. And, oh, by the way, Morgan's watching Letterkenny. Yeah! And this is the lip color. It's like a dark brown shimmer, but the lip liner is very gold, so that's very interesting, but we'll see how they work together. Oh, this does not have a lot of pigment to it. My lips are so dry. I drink so much water and I moisturize them all day and they're still dry. Alright, one more coat because you can still see my lips. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I love this. I adore it. I am gonna wear this lipstick on New Year's Eve. For sure. My hair's wet, I washed it. But this is the final look, but with not wet hair. I like it with my pink hair actually. I think that suits it quite well. Alright, I'm gonna take... I think I need a different eyeshadow if I'm gonna wear this lip. But I love this lip, and it looks different again in real life than it does on camera. It's much, the lipstick itself is much more brown. In real life, this is very gold. Gold. What was that accent? Doesn't matter. Anyway, this was my attempt at Angela Bright's Halo Eye, not Halo Eye, I guess it is, but cut crease for hooded eyes. I'm gonna keep trying, and one day I'm gonna perfect it. So please follow me on Instagram, because anytime I try a new look, I put it on Instagram. So check it out. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. That's my whole life. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad I got to film a video this week. It's actually so much fun to film, even though I've been so sick. And I'm finally feeling a little bit better, just in time for Christmas. So Merry Christmas to me. Please subscribe to my channel. No, but really, I'm nearly at 50 subscribers. I'm at like 49. That would just be like the best thing ever if I got to 50. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's just fun to think that 50 people are interested enough in my craziness and awkwardness to want to watch my videos. It's insane. And that's everything. I'm gonna go take this off now after Morgan laughs at my metallic lips, and then I'm gonna sit on the couch and go to bed early. That's me. I'm 28 and old. Once again, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram. I will link it down below. It's thesarah_love. It's the same as my YouTube channel. You're amazing. Every single one of you is perfect. Have an awesome weekend.